Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out, slinging spells. I hate your deck. We want to give you the true LGS experience. We show up, sling spells, and have fun. Now meet our players for this episode.
What's up, everyone? It's Lynch from I Hate Your Deck. Welcome to another spicy episode with some awesome people. I got a new player to introduce you to shortly, and like always, I just love playing paper Magic with my friends.
I'm David. I'm a Patreon, longtime follower, longtime watcher. Really excited to be here and play some Magic.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We'll see who punches you first.
What's up, everyone? I'm back again. I'm here trying to keep my good vibe streak alive, not my win streak. I only have one of those so far.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Larry. Excited to be back here on I Hate Your Deck. Let's get these games going, right?
Let's get it going. I'm gonna start us out with, I'm trying to play Felix 5 Boots. It's Menace Ward 2, Ooze Rogue. If a creature you control dealing combat damage to a player causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. It's a 5/4. Tried this out a little bit when I played the pre-con, but this was the backup commander, so this wasn't the original. And then in the Patreon Discord, when I was jamming with some patrons, a patron was playing Felix 5 Boots, and I just had a blast watching the fun things it did. And just like shenanigans in these colors just felt right on brand for the things I love to do. And that's the fun thing about getting to blast games with a lot of good friends, is all of a sudden you see a deck that you didn't know existed, and you're like, yo, that's actually looks really fun. I want to try that out.
Story of my life.
So I'm gonna have fun, hopefully doing combat so that I can trigger those abilities.
I'm also playing a newish commander. I'm playing Morska, Undersea Sleuth. She's a Veldalkin fish detective. It's weird it's not a merfolk. Status text is you have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate. Investigate means create a clue token that's an artifact with 2 mana. Tap, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. And then whenever you draw a card, or your second card each turn, put 2 1/1 counters on Morska, Undersea Sleuth. And she is a 2/3. Yeah, she's just trying to make a bunch of clues, ramp out in the early game, double the clues. I do have some, fast mana in there. I have the, what is it called? Academy Manufacturer. So if I create clues, I'm gonna create food, clues, and treasures. So hopefully this thing gets to shine because she's really fun.
Today I'm playing one of my favorite pet commanders. This is the most dangerous gamer. It's from the Unfinity set. It's legal. Don't yell at me.
Debatable.
2 colorless, a black, a green for a legendary human gamer guest. Got death touch, and whenever the most dangerous gamer enters the battlefield or attacks, open an attraction. Whenever I open an attraction, put a +1/+1 counter on the most dangerous gamer. And whenever I claim the prize of an attraction, destroy target permanent. So let's take a second to figure out what attractions are, because this only exists in a couple decks. So attractions are this separate deck right here. It's got to have at least 10 cards. Opening an attraction just means I take a card from this deck and I flip it onto the battlefield face up. Visiting an attraction means at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I roll a d6, and whatever light numbers on the side I roll and hit, I get to have that effect for the turn. So some of them say draw cards, some of them say scry 1, things like that.
Question, Mr. Raymond.
Yes.
Can you have more than one attraction open at a time?
Absolutely. I'm trying to have a full carnival on the board going on. I'm gonna try to get everything out here so you can visit the spinny ride and the kitty coaster and the fortune teller.
They artifacts?
They are artifacts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, gotta be
So
like.
they can be destroyed?
No, I mean, like, if you want to destroy a good time, like, you could. But, like, who doesn't?
Some have called me the fun police.
And they all have this really cool Cosmos C foil effect from Infinity that
Cool.
I blinged out for.
Dude, you're always cooking, Chef Ray.
Yeah,
Always got something spicy out. So I'm playing Garth One Eye, all 5 colors, so I get to do all the things, but he's kind of focused on playing 2 spells a turn, and he's facilitated in that by his ability, which is tap, choose a card name that hasn't been chosen from among Disenchant, Brain Geyser, Terror, Sheevan Dragon, Regrowth, and Black Lotus. Create a copy of the card with the chosen name. You may cast the copy.
So no busted cards in that list, right? Everything's pretty chill.
Those sound like classics from Alpha Beta Unlimited. But you know what it does have? Gates. Yay, gates. Gates are fun, right? All that alternate win con. So yeah, do bring land destruction. I won't be mad.
Wait, count on you and your attractions.
Yeah. Me and this carnival.
This deck does silly things, and it has a few staples, but no real fast mana to speak of. I don't think any infinite combos, but the Maze's End win condition is in here, so do be aware.
In vein of fast mana, I don't have Mana Crypt, Mana Vault. I do have a Jeweled Lotus and Soul Ring
Hey, if you can help support us on Patreon, it always helps, allows us to keep making episodes. You can see me in the Discord so we can chat or maybe play some Magic together. Until then, let's get down to business.
I hate your deck.
All right, let's roll to see who goes first.
I'm gonna roll a bunch of these 6s today.
That's a 9.
I see your 6. I match you my 1.
What? I drew 6 cards. You draw 7 in Magic. Larry, who's going first?
All right, we're good, yeah?
Yep.
Here we go, untap, upkeep. Draw Temple of Abandon. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it does, I scry 1 and it taps for red or green. I'll go ahead and pass.
I will draw for turn. Play Verdant Catacombs in my land for turn. Tap it, crack a second, lose a life. I'm gonna go get Shockland. This is more lands than I had all of last game, so.
This dude kept like 6 lands and a ritual.
I'm taking no
happen
chances.
again.
Overgrown Tomb. I'll shuffle this in a second. I'm gonna shock it in the interest of time. I will then cast Jeweled Lotus.
Oh, hi.
Tap this for black, tap and sack this for triple green. Welcome to the fucking show. I'm gonna play the most dangerous gamer.
I'm here for the fortune teller.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Watch it be the roller coaster.
Now we got the Hall of Mirrors. Again, so just a reminder, this just means this doesn't happen until my pre-combat main phase. I will roll a d6, and if I hit a 2 or a 6, I visit the attraction and do the thing. This says, when I visit, choose target creature I control. Each other creature I control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn, except it isn't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary. So it is going to copy a creature. An attraction entered the battlefield, which means I'm going to get a +1/+1 counter on this guy. And then I'll pass the turn, and I'll shuffle.
Hell of a top deck, Ray.
I will
Yeah, that's
draw
all part of my plan.
Bountiful Promenade. Enters the battlefield untapped because I have 2 or more opponents, and I will pass.
I will draw for turn. I will tap a crack at second, lose life.
Yeah, see, we're all the same.
White Grave comes in tapped.
Untap, upkeep, draw, play a Seagate, enters the battlefield tapped. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color other than blue. I will choose black. So this will tap for blue or black throughout the game. I'll then tap my Temple of Abandon to cast a Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman, 1/2, tap, exile target land card from a graveyard, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. He also has the following ability: pay a black and tap him, exile target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard, each opponent loses 2 life, or green and tap him, exile target creature card from a graveyard, you gain 2 life. I pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. So now it is pre-combat main phase, beginning of pre-combat main phase. I have to roll a d6 to see if I visit my attraction. I do not. Play Necroblossom Snarl. I will reveal a forest, so it comes in untapped. And then I'm gonna tap 2 and cast the Deadbeat Attendant here at the carnival. When he ETBs, open an attraction. Wee woo! I'm gonna open up the Kitty Coaster. If I visit this, creatures I control get +1/+7 until end of turn.
What kind of carnival are you running here?
I know, right?
Deadbeat Attendant enter the battlefield. I got my Kitty Coaster. This will trigger the most dangerous gamer for opening an attraction. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. And then I'll move to combat. As is tradition in the household, I will declare to attack Lynch.
You're not gonna go for Kill Larry World Peace?
I'm gonna go, actually, you're right. When will I learn?
Learn.
I will come at Larry.
The answer is never.
On attack trigger, I open an attraction. So I'm gonna open an attraction. Wee woo! I'm gonna get the Fortune Teller.
Yay! I've been waiting all day for the fortune teller. If you roll a deuce or a 6, next turn you hit all 3.
Yeah, but if I hit a 1, I cry. Or a 5, I cry. So it's the gamble. That's the roller coaster we're on. On attack, an attraction enter the battlefield. He gets a +1/+1 counter.
So you're hitting me for 5.
Hitting you for 5 death touch.
Cool, I'll take 5.
Cool. And it's commander. Make me the star.
You wish.
It's like wee woo, you know.
Wee woo, come to the carny. Come smoke some meth by the kiddie pool.
Those damn carnies.
I will then pass the turn to you.
Don't have anything to untap.
It's a big turn too, dude.
Bro, that was rude as hell.
Gonna go ahead and draw.
Tired of losing.
Gonna play a Spire of Industry. I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 colorless, and I'll play a Lightning Greaves. That's it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play an Ancient Tomb for turn. Tap 3, lose 2 life. Sword of Truth and Justice. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 as protection for white and blue. Whenever an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1 counter on a creature you control, then proliferate. But that's all she wrote.
Cool.
Paid 2 life for it.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, tapping Seagate, and the key here is Temple of Abandon. And for green, to cast Gate Creeper Vine, 0/2 with Defender. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card or a gate card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. I'm gonna do that. This is the part where I remind everybody that Maze's End, notably not a gate.
That's almost as bad as this not being a merfolk. That's
Right?
That's got to be.
Dude, I don't
I
get
like it as a fish.
Everything about it screams merfolk. They're like,
I mean, it looks like a merfolk.
I'm gonna get Gond Gate. Gates you control enter the battlefield untapped, and it has tap, add a generic, or tap, add 1 mana of any color that a gate you control could produce. It's the first one out of the deck, every time. I will play the Gond Gate as my land for turn, and then I'll tap Deathrite Shaman, exiling your fetch land. Thank you for being my friend, and
We've been
letting me
friends.
use your fetch land.
since day one.
It's gonna make a red mana, but it's
Okay.
kind of irrelevant. Then I'll tap Gond Gate, and I'll cast Cold Steel Heart. Choose a color. That color is gonna be white. Taps to add white. That's all it do. So I pass with my Gate Creeper Vine available to block.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. There's my draw. Now I have to roll to see which things I get to hit. It's a 2, so I hit all 3. Nice. So there's 3 attraction things on the stack. I will scry 1, put it on the bottom.
Buff your creatures and make all your creatures into the most dangerous gamer.
They both get +1, like you said, and then Hall of Mirrors, I'm gonna have Deadbeat Attendant become a copy of the most dangerous gamer until the end of turn, and it's not legendary. I will play a command tower as my land for turn. Honestly, I'm just gonna see what I'm gonna fuck around and possibly find out. I'm gonna go to combat, go to attack. I'm gonna declare 1 copy of it at this is the most dangerous gamer, and the other one at you. Attack triggers. So on attack, I open up an attraction. Spinny Rad.
You open up an attraction.
Yeah, well, this one, an attraction entered. He gets a +1/+1
you get
counter.
+1 counter.
He gets a +1/+1 counter. Then this one will trigger. I attacked, open up an attraction. This gets a +1/+1 counter. This gets a +1/+1 counter. Spinning Ride says visit, tap target creature an opponent controls. This one's wordy. It says pick a Beeble, roll a 6-sided die, put a number of luck counters on this thing equal to the number of the result. Make a treasure. Then if there's 6 or more luck counters on this, claim the prize. And this is the only card, the only legal card that triggers the last ability, which is whenever I claim the prize of an attraction, destroy target permanent, which in this game means destroy target whatever land Larry needs most. Attacks are happening. What would you like to do? Declare blocks.
Take 7.
7, yep.
And I'll take 3.
Yep.
All right.
And then I will pass the turn to you, friend.
All right. Going to.
We all know who the threat is at this point.
Oh yeah. Draw. Play land for turn. Gonna play a Pretty Plains. Tap 3. And bring out the Morska. Gives me no maximum hand size, and then at the beginning of my upkeep, investigate. And then whenever I draw my second card each turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Morska.
And then you gotta pay a life to get the mana.
Oh
for
yes,
it.
I do. That's correct. Any responses to Morska?
No response.
I'm gonna go ahead and equip
do you have
Lightning
next?
Greaves. I guess I will go to combat. Yeah.
Kill the carny.
So going to combat and
Declaring attacks my way.
yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take it. So 1, 2, I will make you the water drop. That 1, 2 for the fish, not merfolk.
Yep. Doesn't make sense, but that's all right.
That's okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, untap, draw for turn. Play a breeding pool, pay 2 life to track it in. I'll let it go to Larry's turn. So I'll pass.
On your end step, I'm going to pay 3, and I will attempt to cast Putrefy on your Cold Steel Heart.
Keeps me off of white mana. Well, that's shitty. Why'd you do all that, man?
What do you mean? You know why I did that.
Putrefy, a pretty primo removal spell to spend on the card that ostensibly should not even have made the thank you. Now it's gone.
It's for you. It's a reminder.
Untap,
Any money in the
upkeep,
deck.
draw.
Dude, there's so many attractions.
It's getting crazy.
I'll pay 4. I'll exile your fetch land from your graveyard to make a black mana. So I have green, blue, black, and then either black or blue from my Gaunt Gate. And I'll cast 9 Fingers Keen.
Wait. We have Felix 5 boots and 9 fingers.
And 9 Fingers Keen and Garth 1 Eye. Hot damn boy!
Where's all of our appendages at?
9 Fingers Keen, 4/4 human rogue with menace, or Menachi. It has ward, pay 9 life. Whenever 9 Fingers Keen deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 9 cards of your library. You may put a gate card from among them onto the battlefield. Then, if you control 9 or more gates, put the rest into your hand. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Before you keep going, I realized they got +1 more, so it's just 1 more damage to each of you. before we keep going.
Good catch. Play a Bountiful Promenade as my land for turn. Enters the battlefield tapped unless I have 2 or more opponents. Glad you guys are all here.
Glad to be here.
I'll tap it for green and cast Avacyn's Pilgrim. 1/1 human monk, taps to add a white to my mana pool. So this makes white, this makes white. Cold Steel Heart, doesn't matter.
Watch this.
I think before you passed, I think I need to respond.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You don't like all these gamers?
I mean, the gamer looks like it's the
You
biggest
should have
problem.
made a blocker, bro.
Huh?
You know, like a nerd like this gatekeeper vine, man.
Okay, well, I'll do your upkeep.
Untap, go into upkeep.
So on your upkeep response, I'll lose 2 life, and I'm just gonna beast within your commander.
I will elect to have it go to my graveyard. Actually, where's Deathrite Shaman?
It's right here, untapped.
Oh, yeah, see, that's crazy.
What do you mean? You can reanimate it
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't dilly-dally.
It's gonna be in the graveyard.
Dilly-dally.
And then I'll get a 3/3 beast. And then I'll move to draw my
You
card.
killed the Carnival Master.
I'll still roll to do my thing.
There's kids here.
Yeah, imagine they're
They're
walking
all
down the
aliens
street.
anyway.
And then they're
Yeah,
like,
they're
oh,
all
look at
little
that guy.
aliens.
And then boom, you shot him and put a little dog thing in his place. Anyways, here we go. Roll to see what I hit. Give me 6. 3. I get these 3.
What? Yeah, I was rooting
I don't
for
get the
a
copy one. Creatures I control get +1 till end of turn. I'll tap target creature an opponent controls. I will not pay 9 life. I will tap
about that?
Gate Creeper Vine. There's no other options. I'm gonna do tap Avacyn's Pilgrim. This one says roll a 6-sided dice, put a number of counters on it equal to the result, and make a treasure. 2 counters on it. If there's 6 or more counters on it, I claim the prize. And here's a treasure token.
Your carnival doesn't look really profitable there, guy.
And then
4 attractions, 5 attractions, $1 buck. Whatever.
shut the heck up. I will play Woodland Chasm as my land for turn. Taps for both, but comes in tapped.
Snowland?
Hell yeah, dude.
Smart, brother.
It's getting chilly in here. Pay 3, and I will cast Ewit. When it enters the battlefield, I return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Choose MDG. I will swing at the guy who...
9 Fingers Keen is a 4/4.
So
So
I
you're
will...
attacking me.
Yeah, highest life total.
Co-highest life total. I'll take 4 down to 31. Formerly co-highest life total.
Then I'll pass the turn.
I wish I could like force you to target 9 Fingers Keen and pay 9 life to like tap it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. And play this other beautiful forest. I missed a trigger. So I just need to get a clue token. Clue.
All right, we got a clue token. Hopefully you can deal with something before we're all dead.
Not
Everything's
yet.
fine on this side of the thing.
It doesn't feel like too crazy yet.
He's just scared of a lot of things on the board.
Do damage, you can do damage.
You know what you meant.
I do.
All right, I'm just gonna go into combat. Sorry, Lynch.
Take 2.
Tap 4 for Wilderness Reclamation.
Hey.
It's an enchantment. At the beginning of my end step, untap all lands you control.
Threat.
Nah.
Threat assessed.
Go to my end step.
Wilderness Rec triggers.
Yep.
I now untap for my turn, draw for turn. Not the best way to start the turn. Opulent Palace comes in tapped. I think I gotta tap out, losing 2 life. I'll cast Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Fear can't be blocked except for a creature is black. Whenever Shadow Mage deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Sick.
And I will have 1 colorless floating that'll stay floating. I'll pass through my phases, I'll lose it, and I'll let Larry take it away.
Are there any lands in graveyards at this point?
Nope, I don't got anything.
Nope.
Yes. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Haven't had any.
Okay, tap this for blue, and then these colors are irrelevant. I'm gonna cast Guild Summit, enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card.
I wonder what's gonna happen now.
Responses?
No response.
Just fear?
Okay. When it enters the battlefield, I will tap the Gond Gate to draw a card. Play a Boros Guild Gate as my land for turn, drawing a card. Mike, want to make a really low stakes deal?
Sure,
If I don't attack you with 9 fingers, will you not attack me with this?
I can make that deal.
Okay. David, I'll declare battle. David, I'm attacking you for 4.
I'll take it.
I look at the top 9 cards of my library, and I may put a gate from among them into play.
If you control none more gates, put the rest in your hand, that seems cool.
Who are you most afraid of right now?
Larry.
I'll put a heap gate into play.
Threat.
I'll pay 3 and cast Valakut Exploration. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Who else calls you Raymond? Does your mom call you Raymond?
Only when I'm in trouble. Only when I'm messed up.
Raymond!
She'll me with the Raymond John, and I'm like, I'm gonna roll to visit to go on a little wee woo. Here we go.
1.
5.
Also
One.
bad.
That's
bad.
that's not.
Nothing.
That's great. Yay.
What do you?
No rides for you. Carnival is
no
closed.
rides for you.
Okay.
Larry's like, I'm the captain now.
I will play Temple of the False God as my land for turn.
Shite.
It's online. Wee woo. And then I'll tap this for double colorless, black, green. Wee woo. The most dangerous gamer. He's back. Enters the battlefield. I make an attraction. Woo! It's the information booth.
That's an attraction?
Yeah,
Yes,
you got to
sir.
figure out where the other ones are.
That's not very fun.
That's why it's just draw a card.
Yeah.
And open up an attraction, he gets a +1 most encounter. Nice.
Put it out there, dude.
Damn it. Threat assessment says beam. So I'm gonna swing the beast, the deadbeat intendant, and the Ewit at you, Larry.
Excuse me?
6,
7, 8.
I'll block this tweaker. I'll block old I'm in a K-hole, but I'm still doing meth.
So you're taking 5?
Yeah.
Second main phase.
Second main.
Tap 2. I'm gonna Farseek. I'm gonna go look for a land, and then I will pass the turn after that.
Come on, David. David, do something.
At your end step, I'm going to tap 2 and sacrifice my clue to draw a card. Go to my turn, untap. At my upkeep, I get to investigate, so I get to create a clue token and draw.
Yes.
Play my land for turn.
You gonna tap a crack a second?
All right, I actually am going to tap sack it. And I am going to look for some blue source.
If you're able to roll a 2 or 6, you get to go.
If I roll a 2 or 6, my hands are going straight up in the air.
All right, so blue, colorless, and 2 for 500-Year Diary. 500-Year Diary is a legendary artifact clue. It enters the battlefield tapped, and then tap, add blue for each clue you control, and then for 2, sacrifice it, and I get to draw a card.
I like that.
Yeah. Go to
Big
combat.
down payment.
All right, I guess I will go to combat and attack you, Larry, for a whole 2 damage.
They taken 2 from the fish.
All right, I will go to my untap step and I will untap my lands, and then I will tap 2 lands and crack my clue to draw a card. And I have a trigger, so I'll trigger Morska. She says whenever I draw my second card for the turn, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on her. So now she has a counter.
So you get 2 +1 counters.
Snap, kid.
2. Go for it, Lynch.
All right, untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw for turn.
It's kind of fat.
She gets thick, bro. So thick.
Thick fish.
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen those sunfish, dude? Ain't no fish. That's a manatee, dude. She's thick.
Mana crypt for turn.
This guy loses life, dude, and then blames it on us. You're gonna be losing 5 a turn right now. Watch.
I just need to draw a card.
Yep, go for
So
it.
I'm gonna hit you for 1.
I got you on the life loss.
When combat damage to a player, you may draw a card, so I will choose to do that, to draw a card. I then drew another nice card. I will play a tropical island. Pass the turn.
Act like you don't have Cyclonic Rift. Nice. Okay.
Ooh.
What? Me?
Larry.
I don't know these things for sure, dude. I just, know what I see and I put it out there as intuition. I'll untap, upkeep, draw. That land will be Gruul Guildgate. Enters untapped because of Gond Gate. When it does, I draw a card from Guild Summit.
And that's 5 gates.
Oh, sorry. Valakut Exploration trigger. I exile Birds of Paradise. I may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. I'll declare battle, Michael Lynch, because I want you to Cyclonic Rift so I can recast my stuff. Because I believe that you have a Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Let's do it. So I'm casting Cyclonic Rift Overlord. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's control, but because I overloaded, I put each instead of target. So it gets around ward.
If you have
And ideally, it gets rid of all these attractions that
Yeah,
we're having problems
just as sort of a rules clarification on attractions, if they leave the battlefield for any reason, they don't die, they don't go into exile, they go into the junkyard if they die. So it's very less than ideal. I can't play them from exile, I can't bring them back, they are gone.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, so does the guy with blue have a blue counterspell?
But does he really want to
This
stop?
guy?
I don't think he wants to stop his attractions.
I like hurting you, Mike. You know, I don't have a counterspell.
Thanks, Larry.
Anytime, buddy. I'll tap Avacyn's Pilgrim for white, floating that mana. I'll pay a green and activate Deathrite Shaman. I'm gonna exile Gatecreeper Vine from my graveyard to gain 2 life. And then Psych Rift is gonna resolve.
Good.
No responses.
Yes! Get out of here!
The carnival's
The carnival's closed!
These are all bound.
Felix Five Boots says we ain't about that carnival life.
You don't like fun.
We have hard life out here. You gotta hunt for your meat, rob some banks for some money.
They're just land
So
pirates.
prior to the end of combat,
I mean-
with that white floating
Yes.
mana, I'll pay 1, tap the Heap Gate, and tap Boros Guild Gate to make a treasure token.
Felix Cinco boat ties.
Are you good? Are you having a seizure?
You know, Brad Pitt.
Oh, boy.
Like, I'm Italian.
I read a dare cheat.
The dare cheat.
I'll tap Seagate for black. I'll use that to cast Deathrite Shaman. Tap the Gruul Guild Gate for green to cast the Birds of Paradise from exile. Mike, you're so very welcome. I'll pay 2 and cast Broken Bond, destroying your mana crypt.
Oh, so you don't have to lose life anymore. That's nice.
Look how much of a homie I am.
Come on
dude.
now.
And
Thanks,
destroy target artifact or enchantment. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
You, not me.
I
wish it was
put the
me.
land. I'll put a forest into play, and then I'll tap the forest and recast Avacyn's Pilgrim. I'll pass the turn.
Why do I feel like that hurt you not nearly as bad as it hurt me?
Well, I forced the Cyclonic Rift,
Yeah.
and then I rebuilt my board.
I'll go to untap, upkeep, draw a card for turn. I won't roll to visit the fucking card. But I will play land for turn. I will
Those
play.
treasures are gone.
Oh, that's kind of annoying. Okay, I will tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Recast my commander again. He ETBs. I make an attraction. I got the foam weapons kiosk. Visit it. Open an attraction. Make a counter. This one says if I visit it, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control, and then that creature gains vigilance until the end of the turn. He's okay?
Sea Fly.
Now 2 more. I will cast the Deadbeat Attendant again. This little crackhead's back for more fun. ETBs, open an attraction. I'll open up the Tunnel of Love. Choose an opponent. They choose a creature they control. They choose a creature they control. Then I choose a creature I control. I can exile the chosen creatures. If I do, return them to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Otherwise, they fight each other. So either I can bounce them both and they both come back, or I have them fight each other. I open up an attraction. He gets a +1/+1 counter. I'll tap 2. Cast Sylvan Ranger, and I'm gonna go look for a land. And then after that, I will pass the turn.
Untap, draw, play land for turn, Exotic Orchard. Gonna go ahead and tap 3 and cast Morska again. She out and about doing stuff, fish stuff. Gonna go ahead and cast a Lightning Grapes again.
Chumming the waters.
Gonna go ahead and equip the Lightning Greaves. I am going to go to combat. Larry, I'm gonna go ahead and go to combat and swing
I'll take 2.
past turn.
Okay, so untap. No mana clip scripture because Larry killed it. Draw for turn. 1, 2, boom, boop. 3, 4, 5. On my colors. Cast Felix 5 boots. Who got these boots? I got these boots. I'll move to combat and I'll swing at you for 1.
I'll declare no blocks.
I will, if a creature you control dealing combat damage to player causes a triggered ability permanently control, it triggers additional times. I will draw 2 cards.
See, because just me and you, man.
I pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll tap 3 and recast Guild Summit. I'm gonna tap 3 gates to draw 3 cards.
All right.
Nico Bola.
I'll play a Basilisk Gate as my land for turn.
What does that one do?
I'm glad you asked. I can tap it to add a generic. I can pay 2 and tap it, and target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of gates you control. Activate only as a sorcery. That enters the battlefield, and I'll draw a card. I'll pay 3 and cast Gatebreaker Ram. Gatebreaker Ram gets +1/+1 for each gate I control. As long as I control 2 or more other gates, Gatebreaker Ram has Vigilance and Trample. Just a mellow 3 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 mana 8/8 with vigilance and trample.
Cool.
This deck is so dumb. Crack this treasure and tap Bountiful Promenade to make ye olde Deathrite Shaman into a legitimate threat by activating Basilisk Gate, giving it plus, did I say 6? So Deathrite Shaman has +6. Michael Lynch, I'll swing at you for 7. I pass.
Untap, upkeep. I'm excited to go to the carnival.
Oh,
Draw.
sorry, 1 second.
Son of
I discard a forest.
I'll draw this card for turn. It's pre-combat main phase. I'm gonna roll and see if I can go
What are you gonna get? Sad face.
a land for turn. Or it would not. Okay, 2 green and a whatever for E-Wit. I'm gonna return target card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm gonna choose Putrefy. I'm gonna go to combat. Swing MDG at Larry.
My 8/8.
Yeah, MDG
Your
at
guy
Larry.
has Death Touch?
Yep. The 1/1 at you. On attack, I open up Attraction, which is the roller coaster. Look, do you want to go on the roller coaster?
Finally, we're at the roller coaster.
Yeah.
My kid loves roller coasters.
And because the Attraction enter, I get a +1/+1 counter. So it is 5/5 Death Touch coming your way.
Ray, I'm kind of disappointed, bro.
I'm not.
I really like the goat, dude.
You don't gotta.
Fuck, man, I'll take 5. Me down to 19. Me also mad at Ray.
Ray, not mad at Ray. Ray passes.
Untap. I got an upkeep trigger, got Morska, get to investigate and put a clue out, and then I will go to my draw. Draw.
You don't need a clue, you need some answers.
I need a lot of stuff that I'm not getting. Yeah, let's go ahead and do white, colorless, and blue. I'm gonna play Lavinia, foil to the conspiracy. So she's a legendary creature, human detective. She's got vigilance. Whenever I cast my second spell, each turn investigate. And then I get to tap her, add colorless, activate only during your opponent's turn. I'm gonna go ahead and play my land for turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tap 4, the green colorless or green pip or a wilderness reclamation. Same card I had before, it's an enchantment. I get a trigger from Lavinia because that's my second spell for my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and get another clue. I think I'm just gonna hold back for now. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my untap step, untapping all of this, and I'm actually going to crack one of my clues. For this, I get to draw a card. Get a trigger for Morska, get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on her. I will pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw.
And I let you tag me to draw 2
So
cards.
if I swing everything at Larry,
I'll kill
you
you.
guys not. Oh God! You gonna kill me?
If you don't kill me on this swing, I will kill you next turn. If you don't attack me, I won't attack you.
I think I'm just gonna tap out.
Hell yeah.
Down to 8.
Cast Toski Bearer's Secrets. Spell can't be countered. Indestructible. Taxis combat if able. Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player, draw a card. I will then also move 5 boats.
5 boots, 1 sword.
Gets +2/+2 protection from white and blue. So I will go ahead and swing my Fear, because you can't block, because you don't have a black at you. And I will swing my 7/6. My 7/6, 5 boots. Menache.
8 damage.
8 total. I have some triggers. Triggers gonna happen. Whenever a creature you control does combat damage player, draw a card. Combat damage. So I'm gonna draw 4 cards off Toski, because 1 and 1, which is 2 each.
Hold on. When this guy hits, you'll draw 2 because he doubles this.
Yes.
You'll draw 2 from this and this because he doubles.
Yep.
And then you'll draw 2 from this hitting.
Yep.
1 from this and then 1 from doubling it. And then you'll get 2 instances of the Sword of Truth and Justice.
Correct.
Yep. So 6 cards and the sword trigger. Seems
2,
good.
That is
3,
very good.
4, 5, 6. Put a +1 counter on creature you control, then proliferate. So I'll put 1 on Toski, and then I'll proliferate that once. So then I do a second trigger, I put a +1 counter here, and then I proliferate.
Yeah.
So then I go to 3, and I go to 2.
Yeah.
Now I will look at the cards I just drew. I'm gonna play Urborg. I'll discard Zareth, Misty, Spymaster, and 3 visits. Well, you know, who knows what's gonna happen. I know he likes crackback.
Raise your hand if you know what's happening.
He likes crackback, but he also knows there's other threats. He has to deal with everyone at the table, not just me.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Cliff Gate as my land for turn. When it enters the battlefield, I'll choose blue. So this makes blue and red.
Can I get a gate count?
This makes 7.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 7. I draw a card from Guild Summit.
Yeah, spicy.
I'll pay 2 and activate Basilisk Gate, targeting Gatebreaker Ram.
She is a big boy.
Michael Lynch, Gatebreaker Ram,
Oh,
coming
it's
to
got trample too, huh? How big is it?
plus 14 right now.
And I can only block with 4,
Yeah.
so I die.
Didn't have to be like that, dog. I would have honored the deal and you would have had a pile of cards and I wouldn't have killed you.
Well, I will block or attempt to block with Toski.
You want to stay in the game?
I would stay in the game.
I would make it more interesting to have. It's an interaction.
I'm okay with
Whoa.
that. I'll put-
Whoa.
How the turds have tied it.
Oh, are you sure about this?
Woo! Yeah.
So Gatebreaker Ram, prior to damage,
Okay.
I go to block.
you
with
have
Toski.
blocked.
Blue, white. Actually, I'm just gonna go for the 3. Yeah, I'll go for, or I'm sorry, 4. Cast Disorder in the Court.
Hell yeah!
So it's an instant. Exile X target creatures, then investigate X times. Return the exiled cards to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I'm going to choose to exile. Yeah, sure. I'll do the 14/14. This dude. I guess I'll just do whatever that thing.
Okay.
It'll just flicker.
Okay.
All right.
So we flicker and end
I
of
get
turn.
to-
I'll
until end of turn.
respond.
Respond to the target's chosen.
I'll tap this for a black. I'll activate Deathrite Shaman and exile Cyclonic Rift from your graveyard. Each of you guys lose 2 life. And then these are exiled and will come back at the end of the turn.
Yeah, so those are the targets. So they flicker. On flicker, he makes some
So I get
clues.
to make.
4 clues. So he goes to 5. Disorder in the court.
All right, you're still alive.
Hey, I'll do my best to keep doing damage.
I'll pay 5 and cast Aerial Extortionist. 4/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may cast it. Whenever another player casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Extortionist will enter the battlefield and exile Wilderness Reclamation.
Wilderness.
Question: if you did an attraction, it would just be gone.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then I'll pass the turn.
All right, Ray, what you got, Ray? Don't call me Raymond. Work.
Draw.
These come back, Ray.
Oh yeah.
Yep, enter the battlefield tap. Pre-combat main phase.
The Fishman's Worker.
Here we go. Give daddy a 6. Nice! I hit a 6. Woo, 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 woo. So I'm gonna hit all 3. Creatures I control get +2/+0 until end of turn. I'll do this one, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. That creature gains vigilance. I'll choose this guy. 4.
Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love's gonna trigger. I'm gonna choose Deadbeat Attendant, and I'm gonna choose.
I mean, you can choose Aerial Extortionist and I'll help you keep clearing the board if you're interested in that.
Done. I'll choose Aerial Extortionist. Well, but when you say clear the board, do you mean my board or their board? Look, I'm just checking, because you could have been that guy. Like, oh, I didn't say which board I was going to clear.
I mean, I like to honor the spirit of the deal. I'm not going to make a deal with you and be like, haha, I said X and
All right, well,
you thought I meant Y.
Captain Deadbeat Attendant here, and then we'll both flicker until the end of turn. They'll come back at the beginning of the next end step. Because I fork and can, I'll play my land for turn. I'll tap 3. I'm going to cast Fire Team Arena. Enchantment. At the beginning of my upkeep, I draw a card, lose life. I'll move to combat. That's what I'm going to do. I'll do Sylvan Ranger and Ewit at you. MDG your way. On attack trigger, I'll open up the last attraction. And I know what it is because I've been waiting for it all fucking game. Is the Swinging Ship. If I visit, after the first combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. At the beginning of that combat phase, untap all creatures that attack this turn.
I know, Ray, I might have to kill the Swinging Ship, dude.
You better chill out, brother. I'm
Now you know you don't make deals with Larry.
I'm gonna torture shit, dude. You better back up. Anyway, so those are the declared attacks.
I die.
Whew. 8.
8. Yeah.
Yep. And then after that, I will move to my end step, and our things will come back in.
Okay. Aerial Extortionist will make a reappearance.
Deadbeat Attendant will do nothing.
I'll exile this.
All right.
Lightning Greaves. So you may cast it.
Gonna go to my upkeep. I have my upkeep trigger from Morska, so I get to create a clue. I get to draw 2 mana. I'm gonna crack one of my clues, draw a card. Trigger on Morska. Put 2 counters on her, head to combat.
Hell yeah, you will.
All right, so I'm gonna go 6 over at you.
I will block with the Deadbeat Attendant.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and play a Verdant Catacombs. Tap it, crack it. So I'm gonna tap 6 and I'm gonna cast Farewell.
What are you choosing?
Everything,
I'm
everything,
going
everything?
to choose. I'll do creatures. I'll do enchantments, graveyards, destroy your carnival games.
If you now that the tide's a turn, if you leave the carnival alone, I'll at least try to kill Larry first.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
So we'll keep artifacts.
Yeah.
Everything but artifacts.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my second spell, so I get to create another clue. Yeah.
Dude, Farewell is a hell of a card.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I will pass.
That is a
I pass.
fucking sick ass.
I'm still in this.
So in it to win it, baby.
Well, eventually that goat was gonna come
All
out
right.
last.
Untap,
Yeah.
upkeep, draw. I'm going to tap for 5 and cast Nylea's Intervention. X equals 3. Search my library for up to 3 land cards, reveal them, put them into my hand, then shuffle.
Needs 10 to win? Is that what Macy said?
Yeah. 10 and then a full turnaround, right?
Yeah.
That's
Literally
ticking
just-
time bomb.
So it'll be Baldur's Gate, Maze's End, and Golgari Guildgate.
Cinco botas no está contento.
I mean, that board up was the right idea. It sucks that there wasn't a blow up lands option. That would be all about it.
I know, right?
These go to my hand. Baldur's Gate is going to be my land for turn.
Yeah.
I'll activate Baldur's Gate. Think making green mana. Add X mana of any one color where X is the number of other gates you control. 7. 7 green mana. 2 and a red down to 5 for Valakut Exploration.
I'm literally sweating.
3 green and a white for Master of Ceremony.
Sick ass card.
Dude, I know. It's so cool. At the beginning of my upkeep, each opponent chooses money, friends, or secrets. For each player who chose money, you and that player each create a treasure. For each player who chose friends, you and that player each create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. For each player who chose secrets, you and that player each draw a card.
I need a top deck of dreams right here. I need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Tú necesitas muchas cosas.
I'll pass the turn after that.
I hate that. Okay, here we go.
So you lose it 2 floating.
Yeah.
I'll go to untap, upkeep,
Pray.
draw.
I said we pray just to make it.
I said we pray.
This workout class I do, they actually play that song to legit. I'm like, you are obviously from the 90s. You keep playing MC Hammer.
Pre-combat main phase. I will roll that dice. 5. Cool. Well, good news on me. I didn't need it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Recast my commander. So MDG has hit the battlefield. ETB as I open an attraction.
We're just gonna make up our own attractions, bro.
I'll move to combat. Nothing happens. So I'll go to end step. It's your turn.
Take it away.
I'm gonna go to untap, drop. So I'm gonna tap 5 of these. Somebody have blue out there?
Yeah.
Play Kappa Cannoneer. Used improvise to cast it, right? So it has improvise, so I get to tap artifacts for the mana cost. It pays for 1 colorless.
Sweet.
It has ward 4, and whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it cannot be blocked this turn.
Ward 444.
Do white. I'm gonna play a Signet. Get a trigger on this. Gets a 1/1. So it's got a 1/1. I will do 2. So green Tundra for On the Trail. So On the Trail, it's an enchantment. Whenever I draw my second card on each of your turns, I may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped.
Cool.
I'm going to play my land for turn. 4 for the 500-year diary again.
Okay.
And I get a trigger for casting an artifact. All right, and I pass my turn.
Are you as scared as I'm scared of this going on? Just so we're clear.
At
Sure,
the beginning
I'm
of my upkeep, you guys choose money, friends, or secrets. Money, we both get treasures. Friends, we both get creatures. Secrets, we both draw a card.
I'm gonna choose secrets because I need an answer.
I'll just do friends.
So you get a
We're the best of
1/1,
buds.
just a 1/1 human. And then Ray, you and I each draw a card.
Yep.
Play a Gurgly Guildgate. That's going to trigger Valakut Exploration. Putting Karplusan Forest there. I'll activate Baldur's Gate for 8 red. I'll use 2 of it down to 6 and cast Crackling Perimeter.
Ooh.
Tap and untap gate you control. Crackling Perimeter deals 1 damage to each opponent.
That's hot.
Okay, so I'll use the 6 remaining, 5 more, 1 of it green, for 11 total to cast World Soul's Rage for X equals 9. Deals 9 damage to any target. Put up to X land cards from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. I'll do 9 to you, David.
9 to me.
Put Gateway Plaza, Maze's End, and Swamp into play. Gateway Plaza, when it enters the battlefield, I sack it unless I pay 1. I will not be paying 1. It's going to trigger Valakut Exploration 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll pass the turn after that. These 4 are going to hit my graveyard. And in that process, they will deal 1 damage to each of you. Each of you guys takes 4. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep,
Come on,
draw.
Ray, what you got?
Drew my card, I will roll to visit my attraction. I need a 6 right here, Lynch. This is the one. This is for all the losses. This is for all the...
Can I roll it for you?
No. You're gonna give me a 1.
It's a 1.
You gave yourself a 1.
Call me!
Dude, Ray's so not happy right now.
What would it have been if I had rolled? No, let's not do that. Let's not rabbit hunt.
You got any game-winning plays right now?
Nope. I'm gonna play a Death Clap Glade.
No clapback with a clapback blade?
Pay 1.
Flatback Glade.
Elves of Deep Shadow. Or taps for black and it pings me. Tap the temple and this forest for 3. And I will cast Sculpting Steel.
Sorry, before you go any farther,
Sorry.
I would like to point out that I'm going to win next turn with Maze's End if you guys don't blow it up or kill me.
Yep.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Clock is ticking.
I know. I can have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. I'm gonna have it enter as a copy of Swinging Ship. So this is the extra combat step 1, in the hopes that I get an extra shot. Attraction?
Attraction hitting play because it's entering as.
Yeah.
Yeah, it enters as. It enters as.
Should.
So it would trigger your dude?
Well, it's not an attraction entering, it's opening an attraction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
2 different things.
Yes.
So should be getting a clue to draw into something instead so you can try to get an answer?
Actually, you know what?
That's what
not
I
a
would
bad
do.
idea. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right. I'll enter this untapped clue if it matters for anything.
Yeah.
And then I'll tap for 2. Crack my clue / Sculpting Steel / Last Prayer.
That feels so bad, dude. I'm sorry.
I like how he looked at his mana base. Can I cast what I just drew?
This is gonna be a Hail Mary.
Let's do it.
It's the only way I like to play. What? 4. See all the people in line at Disneyland. I'm gonna see all the children all excited. I'm gonna cut him with the line cutter. I'm gonna go straight to the front of the line. When he ETBs, roll to visit my attraction.
Oh, snap.
Look how cool the foily is.
Get your
You have to
6,
roll?
dude. Get your 6.
Oh my God.
Come
For
on,
the
Ray.
guy who said, Ray gets me, this is for you.
Awesome.
Shit! Oh my
gosh.
God!
So what happened?
I'm gonna all these
Everything?
are triggers.
Oh,
So
sick.
tunnel of love.
You're so happy right now.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Did you draw that card?
Yes.
Wow.
Holy that was a good idea. Wow.
See, I helped you.
You did. I'll remember that.
I get you.
You complete me. I'm going to put a +1/+1 encounter on target creature. That creature gains vigilance. I'm going to choose him. Creatures I control get +2/+0 until end of turn. The Tunnel of Love's here. I'm going to choose creatures to leave. I'm going to choose your human soldier to leave. And I'll choose Line Cutter to leave.
Okay.
Then Swinging Ship is going to visit. After the first combat phase, there's an extra combat phase. And I'll untap all creatures that attack this turn.
Isn't this one bigger?
Oh,
That one
I thought that was an
instead?
enchantment. Oh, hold on.
No, that's a 3/4.
Yeah, I will do that instead. I'll choose an opponent. They choose a creature they control.
Oh.
So you choose.
And I may exile them. Otherwise, they fight each other.
Human soldier.
Makes sense. I'll do this guy. Gone until the end step.
He gone.
Yes.
This is a pretty epic turn.
Oh.
I'm moving to combat. Declaring attacks. I'm going to declare MDG at you. On attack, I would open an attraction. I have none. And it with a +2 buff. So right now it is a 3/4/5. And it has vigilance until end of turn thanks to Foam Weapons Kiosk. 5/3. So they're going to die. Then I'm going to get an extra combat. And I have no other creatures to attack with.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
I guess so. We cheered for you.
I know.
That's all you have.
What do you mean? I was
That's
about to have
so-
2
yeah,
combats.
that's great.
Yeah, and I blew up his board. And I'm going to hope that my dear friend can seal the deal. It's to you.
Untap. No upkeep, draw.
Come on, baby.
All right, so I'm going to tap this for 6 mana.
And the reason
And
for
I'm going
6 is
to-
it's equal to the number of clues you have.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yep, so I'm going to sack 1.
So you have 4 blue floating, correct?
Yes. I'm going to do 1 more.
With the 2 blue floating or what?
Yes.
Okay.
And draw a card.
2 floating.
Come on, baby. Come on, one time for the one time now. You drew a second card each turn. You can put a land.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I don't
this
have
dude
any
comes
lands.
back.
Oh, yeah, we're back. When he ETBs,
So-
I roll to visit my attractions, but it won't matter because...
Just go ahead and roll. Let's see.
Oh, because I can get a +1/+1 encounter. Sorry, this is at our end step.
Before I start.
I hit a 5. Yep, that's how my deck works.
So I'm going to use up this mana, 2, and then green. So 1 blue, colorless, and colorless for Martha Jones. When she enters the battlefield, I investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, Martha Jones and up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. So I get a clue, triggers this, and it becomes unblockable until end of turn. Okay.
Because those aren't permanently exiled. As long as they remain exiled, you may cast them. Exiled, its owner may cast it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that one there.
Holy shit.
And then that one to bring back the Greaves. I'm going to equip it to the Martha Jones. Go to combat.
Did you give this guy a +1 counter?
Not for a lightning greaves.
Oh yeah,
entry.
for Lightning Greaves. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That matters also. Do you think I have removal?
Yep.
The 1 spirit at you, Ray.
No. You should.
Hey.
Well, it's not a spirit, it's a human.
Oh yeah, it's a human. I'm
It's
sorry.
not a flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
don't, because I'll just, you'll crash into the wall.
All right, I guess I'll just go over.
All at me. Prior to damage,
Yes,
I'll
I'm-
tap my 4 gates and deal 4 damage to each of you.
1,
Go
2,
out
3,
salty.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, if I had Nylea's intervention for 1 more, I would have gotten 1 more here.
You're at 1 life? You're about to kill Larry at 1 life?
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
So damage.
That's
damage
my
is
party
good?
gift. You get to say
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Hey, good game, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Join me in the...
I'm gonna tap 3 mana with 1 blue and play Detective of the Month. So she is a human detective with Ascend. So if I control 10 or more permanents, I get the city's blessing. And then as long as I have city's blessing, detectives I control can't be blocked. Whenever I draw my 2nd card each turn, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. So I have city's blessing now. Gotta grab this bad boy. Tap 4 and bring back the Wilderness Reclamation.
I love Wilderness Reclamation. I'm just going to say there's nothing better than being like, I passed the turn and moved to my unofficial
Extra
untap
turn.
step.
All right, so then I will go to my
End step?
untap, or unstep, yeah.
Yep.
End step, yeah.
All right, Ray. Do you have this?
I'm about to get Kappa Cannoneered.
I know, I'm about to die trying.
Kappa!
I will untap up, you draw, and then I need to roll to visit my things. Beep, 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 beep. I need a 6 again.
Got it.
You
can do it, dude. 2 for the 2.
For the guy who always likes my sleeves, this one's for you. Oh,
5.
sorry, brother.
I like my sleeves, but not my rolls.
Not my rules. I'm gonna go to combat. I'll swing both of these at you.
Okay. In response to attackers, tap 2 and crack one of my clues. 4. So I will draw a card, and then I'll do that one. And that for colorless, go down to 3 and draw a card.
That's your 2nd card, trigger.
Trigger Detective of the Month, and I get a detective. All right.
Let me know what to
It
do.
makes a 2/2 detective.
So I'll do there and there.
So I'll respond to blockers declared before damage. Tap 1, 2, 3. And I will attempt to cast the Putrefy I got back on this zombie token, or on this detective. Damage. If that dies, I die.
Second main.
Yep. 8. And I'll cast Most Dangerous Gamer again.
Trigger, no attraction opens.
Trigger, no attraction. The carnival's closing. Yeah, go ahead.
Untap and draw. Tap Tropical Island for blue and Forest for green and evoke a Wave Splitter. So Wave Splitter has evoke, has flying. When it enters the battlefield, investigate twice. So it's gonna come out to the battlefield. I'll create 2, 3, so I create 2 clues, and then this will go to the graveyard. So 2 enter the battlefield, so I get 2 triggers for the Kappa Cannoneer. 6, and now he's unblockable. Blue, colorless, and colorless. For Teferi's Ageless Insight is a legendary enchantment. If I would draw 1 card except for the first card each of my draw steps, draw 2 cards instead.
I'm gonna respond to that cast. I'm gonna pay 3 and Putrefy Detective of the Month.
I think I'm just gonna do it. I am gonna respond.
Okay.
I'll do 3 mana for Fierce Guardianship.
Oh. Okay.
So I can keep that chick around.
Rarely I see it get paid for.
I'm gonna go to combat. This can't be blocked, and then this guy can't be blocked. 13,
Those 2?
yes.
Okay. Player, no block. I'll take 10.
Take 13 life, brah.
Tap this. This taps for 5.
5 blue.
5 blue, and I'll play Forensic Gadgeteer. So Forensic Gadgeteer is a creature, Vidalcan Artifact or Vidalcan Artificer Detective. When I cast an artifact spell, Investigate. Activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This effect can only reduce the mana cost to less than 1 mana. Can't make it free. 2. And I go to my untap.
Okay.
Yeah, my end step, excuse me.
That's you, Ray. Top deck of hope. Is it board wipe?
I need a fork and miracle. I'm gonna roll to visit my things.
Dude, there's like so many things. Like if you got one of the new deserts from Thunder Junction, you kill him with a desert.
I know. I need
Like,
just literally anything.
any old thing.
Do any of your attractions ping?
Oh! What happens? Wow. What happens? You get 2 combats?
Yeah.
And they get. Let's go. Okay, I'm
So
gonna go
his
through.
dudes get buffed.
He's gonna get a +1/+1 counter. I want the fat red dice. Yeah. They get +2/+0 until end of turn. I get an additional combat phase. I'm gonna choose an opponent. I'm gonna choose you.
I'll just do the spirit. Or, I'm sorry, human.
And I'll choose the creature I control. I'll choose Line Cutter. I will choose not to exile those chosen creatures. I'll have them fight.
Human dice.
There's 1 point of damage on Line Cutter. Go to combat. Swing both things at you. They are +2/+0.
Tap the sack 1. Go to 4.
You need
2
2
tap.
mana to.
This reduces it to
Oh
1.
my god.
And I get to draw 2 cards from Teferi's Ageless Insight instead of 1. Man,
And
I
if you
didn't
draw
have-
your so you drew 2 cards, now you make a new human?
Yes, and then I get
Or
to make
not a
it.
detective?
Yep.
No, not the human, or the 2/2?
Yes, it's 2. So go to blocks.
Yep.
I will block this one with that.
So those 2 should die. This is damage. People asking at home.
You get a second attack.
And then I'm gonna move to my first combat phase, an additional combat phase. Da-dun-da-da, and I'll tap all creatures in attack this turn.
Swinging ship.
All right, let's see.
And then I'll declare attacks, both of them at you. This one has vigilance.
Okay, so I'm going to tap 1, crack it. 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to crack more
Yeah.
clues.
Crack.
Oh my god.
Wow,
please.
Ray, it might happen.
Draw 2.
Dude, he's digging. He's digging 1 mana to draw 2 cards right now at a rapid pace.
Drop that for 1.
Yeah, you only had to fade like 8 draws. You're so fucked, Ray.
No, dude, there's no way he doesn't have something in it. Yeah, chill. Don't be.
All right.
One time for the one time, please.
No clues left, dude.
No clues.
Let's see.
I also don't have a clue.
These 2 are both shaking, dude.
Why not? All right. Heroic intervention targeting this dude here.
Okay.
So, gains indestructible and hexproof until end of turn.
Okay.
And then I will block your commander. So I
Okay.
have to take commander damage. That sucks, you know?
3 damage is still gonna get
Oh
through.
my
and Ray
God,
won
good
with
game.
it.
That was really good.
Ray, come on.
Oh,
give it here.
good
Give it here,
game.
Larry.
Great.
Holy
That was a good game.
Ray.
crap.
Close. You got
Chef
close.
Ray.
Oh my god, that was so scary, dude. I was
Didn't
shaking.
you?
I messed
Man.
up the putrefy. That's why I was like, I don't remember the order that it's supposed to have. So it goes
Declare attacks.
Declare attacks.
Prior to blocks, I kill
Prior
you.
to-
dude.
Prior to
That's
blocks.
what I
Prior to
need.
Once
blocks.
blocks happen, blocks are happen.
Yeah.
That's why I just
That's why you could also sack your stuff in response to blocks.
Dude, I drew all sorceries there.
You destroy creatures, but it was like, I was like, oh,
Rise
damn.
and Shine is a hot one.
Oh, I still had 1
You just needed.
cycle for 3.
Oh, I was like, wait, chill,
Draw a
chill.
card, investigate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was like, please.
That was good
GG's,
shit.
man.
GG's.
That was
How
a
do
good
you feel?
game.
You got to bring your Infinity deck. You've been really excited about this attraction.
Legal
You've been telling me for a
Infinity,
while.
just so you guys will see the freaking show. So in case you want to visit the carnival sometime, I recommend. We have the swinging ship, the tunnel love, the roller coaster, foam weapons kiosk, hall of mirrors, the info booth, pick-a-beeble, spinny ride, the kitty coaster, and the fortune teller.
How did it feel to get to pop off with it? Did you feel good about it?
I felt good and then bad, and then good and then really bad, and then
And I bounced all your stuff and was like, get it out of
That
here.
felt. I was ready to.
You got
walk.
resilient. You ready to leave?
I was ready to go.
You're like, man.
I would have been a lot more pissed off if you would have bounced.
That was the next draw.
Was it?
What was it?
Teferi's protection.
Oh my
Yeah, that was sick.
You would have had no mana.
I would have been
left to do
so
that.
sad. To fairies the way.
Well,
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
really
Dude,
appreciate
that was
you
fun.
guys. That was pretty sick. What
That
do you
was
think,
crazy.
Larry?
That was so much fun, dude. That's the best.
It was awesome. At first, super nerve-wracking, just because you're not used to this kind of thing, you know? It's not every day I just come out and be on shows, you
Yeah.
know? But after a while and starting to shoot the shit, you know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a lot of
Good.
fun.
Well, I'm glad to have you on. Thanks for being a patron to help us be able to keep doing this stuff. And hey, if you want a chance to either be on the show or play with me in the Discord, join the Patreon so we can keep bringing episodes every other Friday. And until then, I'll hate your deck too. Peace. If you really want to support I Hate Your Deck, there's a lot of ways to help support us. Number one way is through Patreon. Patreon is a great place where you get to join our community. We have a Discord where we play a lot of Magic with our friends, and there's such a community of people from around the world in our Discord. So if you want access to our deck list, do you want to play Magic with a lot of people from all over the world and interact or help brew your decks, the I Hate Your Deck Discord through Patreon will help you get all that done. Hey, if you've been liking I Hate Your Deck, hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications when we have new episodes coming out. And we also have bonus episodes. If you want to see those bonus episodes that were too hot for YouTube, join our Patreon to check that out.
Hey, it's time for the random Patreon shoutouts. I'd like to thank Mitch, Brandon Walker, and Benny Cole. Thanks, guys.
If you want a shout out, you need to be a tier 4 or tier 5 patron where we give shout outs. Now, we love all of our patrons, but it's just one of the perks of being a tier 4 or tier 5 patron. Without you patrons, we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't be able to keep making content. So thank you so much for helping us make this show a reality, and we're really excited to keep bringing you great content for the years to come. I can't wait to be able to bring my son on the channel once he gets old enough, let me tell you.
I Hate Your Deck. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I hate your deck. Join the I Hate Your Deck Patreon exclusive Discord to get the various benefits and be able to play Commander daily with people from around the world in our global community. I Hate Your Deck.